I would kindly ask you stop pulling me just for traveling down the road.
Okay.
And every time you do it, you try to find something else. And then you try to find something else. Funny, I've lived here since 2015, and nobody's had a problem since then until these guys fail to make the proper reports for theft. Who's the arresting officer? This one that keeps doing it over and over?
What begins as another routine stop quickly reveals something deeper as a rider barely makes it down the road before being pulled over again. Same street, same pattern, just a different excuse each time. Has lived there for years without problems, yet now every ride turns into another stop, another accusation, another attempt to stack charges, and this time has had enough, calmly but firmly questioning why the same officer keeps appearing, why multiple units respond
to something so minor, and why every
interaction turns into a search for something new, making it clear this isn't random to him but a consistent pattern. So instead of staying silent, he pulls out his camera, hits record, and right there on the roadside begins exposing everything as it unfolds.
Are y'all talking to me now?
I actually am. I'm asking you nicely if you would not walk into the road so you don't get run over.
I would kindly ask you stop pulling me just for traveling down the road.
Okay.
And every time you do it, you try to find something else. And then you try to find something else. Funny, I've lived here since 2015, and nobody's had a problem since then until these guys fail to make the proper reports for theft.
So why are you getting an attitude with me?
Why do you keep pulling me over? Are you the new guy? Are they training you?
No, I'm not.
Are they training you?
No, I'm not.
Okay. So Green, why do you keep showing up and pulling me over? You just saw me. Okay, so who's making the call? Who's the arresting officer? This one that keeps doing it over and over? Umber?
Are you under arrest right now?
Umber? I'm being harassed.
Oh, you're being harassed.
And you keep asking for more tickets and finding more stuff.
Hey, talk to me like a normal guy for a minute, all right?
You and I can step over here and talk privately.
That's fine, man. That's fine. Talk to me like a normal guy for a minute, all right?
All right.
Lower your voice.
Little space. These guys keep showing up. Yesterday it was insurance and license or registration.
Okay.
It's on there. Right now I don't have the proper tools to properly train that. These guys know I have a case in the justice of the peace, okay, and they know that I'm bond supervision, and they keep harassing me and pulling me over every time I travel. Okay. And guess what? Link already knows, Durbin already knows, this is already up, my people already know.
Hey, you're up here, man.
Right, because you keep harassing me.
Really? I do? When have I...
All right, you don't. Come here. Umber keeps pulling me over, and he keeps calling Green.
Okay.
I've already talked to Corporal Link. Corporal Link already stated he was going to talk to Durbin.
Okay.
Okay. They know I have other cases going.
Okay. What are the cases for?
Irrelevant.
Okay.
Not to you. Not to you.
Okay. Then it doesn't matter.
And you are McCoy.
Yeah, that's me.
So every time Umber makes a phone call and calls something in,
okay,
he finds something new. Something new. Now come here and I'll show you.
Okay.
Because I just left Brenda Johnson's court and got this dismissed.
Okay.
And he keeps pulling me over and intentionally finding new things for something he already pulled me over for the other day.
Okay.
Currently, right now, until I can find and have the time to get this out of here and put this plate on proper, okay, it's on there for the time being. But every time he sees me travel, Umber, okay, he stops me for no apparent reason. Okay. And every time he does, you just had me over there at... No, this morning, 84.
Oh, yeah. I saw
right.
Yeah, because you started yelling at me again, and I was like, I'm not going to have
if you showed up by yourself, but so you would have pulled me over for something intentional. He keeps pulling me over for whatever he pulled me over for the last time.
Okay.
And then I fix that as best as I can temporarily.
Gotcha.
And then he writes me another ticket for something new.
Okay.
And then he writes me a ticket for something new. And then he writes me a ticket for something new. And he tells me that he heard it through an officer and it's reputable information.
Okay. I don't know any of that.
Okay, so now you see why I'm a little heated? Because this guy and this guy want to take the report of a disgruntled baby mama to feel like she's winning, okay, and Umber pulls me over just because he sees me traveling.
Okay.
And he finds something new, and he finds a ticket. Why have you not pulled me over since 2015? First, he wants to check and make sure that I have the license and the insurance. Okay. I have it. But now that he's pulled me over, he wants to add something else.
Okay.
And then when he pulls me over, he wants to find something else.
Okay.
And if I go over here, he wants to find something else.
Okay.
So I believe that gentleman right there, who is ungentlemanlike, has a personal vendetta.
Okay.
And he does not realize that a gun and a badge doesn't mean you just write the law as you see fit. So I believe that Umber is intentionally antagonizing me and my family.
What unfolds next only reinforces the pattern as the rider explains how every stop turns into a cycle. He fixes one issue only to be pulled over again for something new over and over, each time with a different excuse layered on top of the last. To him it feels intentional, like Hes being targeted the moment Hes seen on the road, with accusations shifting from paperwork to equipment and then to entirely new claims, all backed by vague reliable
Information. And despite trying to stay composed, the
frustration is clear as he questions why this only started recently after years without problems, why every correction leads to another citation, and why it takes multiple officers to handle a simple stop, yet the answers never come, only another ticket handed over with no real explanation. And as he signs under protest, he makes it known this isn't about safety anymore, it's about a pattern he believes is personal, one has now
documenting in real time for everyone to see.
The police department's already on alert, and my people way above. So just the more you keep doing it, what is that?
There's your stuff back.
Okay, what is your ticket for?
I'll tell you. Okay, you don't want that. You know what's a good phone number for you?
You know it.
No, I don't.
You
Your
don't.
phone number.
So when I gave it to you on the theft report the other day,
Everybody's phone number.
are you writing me a citation, a ticket, or a warning?
Citation. What's
Four?
your phone number?
Four?
What's your phone number?
903. What you writing a citation for now?
I'll tell you when I'm ready.
Right.
Hey, you're getting a citation for those being smoked, and your front lights also are also smoked.
Yeah?
Finger in the yellow box.
So signing this under duress, you just wrote me a ticket, I just got it dismissed. You're writing one?
Promise you to contact.
Let me ask you this, why did you intentionally pull me over
Are
just
you
now?
going to sign this or not?
Well, I'll sign it under duress.
sign it.
Why did you intentionally pull me over?
Sign it. We've already had that discussion.
What? No, you didn't give me a clear answer.
There's your ticket.
You didn't give me a good enough answer.
Well, that's good enough.
Umber, out here saving the world, ladies and gentlemen.
Have a safe day. Fix those lights.
Now
Your
what?
front ones.
Look how many cops this takes. Am I?
Yeah.
It takes this many people? Because now I need to pick my stuff up. What's wrong, Umber? First Amendment, freedom of speech. I'm free to go. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Yet again, another.
It is what it is, right? Yeah. That's not the goal, right? So the goal is to have the Army's property intact. And what you're doing is a good thing, but this isn't the way to do it. They've got,
Who said that?
this is from the Army.
Why don't you have them?
Well, then why aren't they out?
You're not with the federal Army.
5 years. Hold on, yeah, I know. So we're just, the only thing we have to do from the sheriff's office standpoint is to deal with the trespassing. So
Am I the only one trespassing on this property?
No, sir, you're not.
Okay, so are you going to
Everybody-
trespass me right now?
Well, I could, but I said, like I said, this is these guys are working for a little bit. This isn't typically the way we like to do this. I'm here trying to intervene so that we don't have to do this arresting, do none of that stuff.
But
I get what you're doing for the community.
what I'm trying to understand is, while this may seem unlawful, how is this humane? How is anything going on here not against the people's civil rights that's actually living in here and having to struggle with that?
I understand that, but that's not the state of where we're at.
Okay, so what are you doing here now?
Okay, so I'm here. The city's on its way here right now. The DOP is asking me to come try to intervene and see what's going on. So we go there, figure out what's going on before we start arresting people.
I want to let you know that I am not going to stop cleaning up this site, and I am happy to go to jail.
Okay, hold on.
I got bail money,
Wait, you got
and I'm really good at suing people.
right. I understand that.
So it's either trespass me,
right.
or I leave willingly, and there's no issues. What you're saying, those are the two options. Because we can walk circle around this circle, but I want you to tell me what my options are.
So your options are you can continue to clean, right? Or I can trespass you. You'll probably get a ticket or go to jail. I'll call my supervisor.
I can continue to clean, and you'll trespass me.
Well, I'll trespass you, yes. And
If I continue to do the right thing.
so just so what happens, penal code. Yes, penal code, right? 602, right? That you can't be on this property, right?
I can't be on what property? Federal property
Can't be on the federal property.
or public property?
Well,
Which penal code is that?
okay. So this is public property.
But is that
No, it's
penal
not.
code federal?
This is not
or
public property. This is owned by the federal
Okay,
government.
hold on, you guys. All right, so there's a letter signed, Department of the Army, DOD. It says they don't want trespassers. I've been asked here to come ask for cease and desist. You can either go to jail, I'll write you a ticket, we'll do something if you don't want us to.
You send the city out and whoever your supervisor is.
What's that?
And I'm more than happy to talk to them.
Okay, so
now I'm asking to talk to the supervisor. And whoever it was from the city of Vallejo that called you out here, they need to come out.
they're coming down here right now, so why don't we just stop what we're doing for now, right? And we can get this figured out, right? And then we don't have to do the rest of the year.
It's bound to to happen because I'm not going to stop. I need to tell you that right now. Until all of this trash is out,
I understand.
I don't need to understand anything. I respect your position and the fact that you've been sitting here to do your job, and I'm not trying to step on that.
No, I know.
But I'm not going to stop until all of this trash is gone. And
What starts as a simple act of community service quickly turns into a tense legal standoff as volunteers work out in the open, clearing debris with a clear plan to return and finish the job. But everything shifts the moment a deputy arrives and begins warning about trespassing on federal land. Despite acknowledging the positive intent, the deputy makes it clear that enforcement is on the table, forcing an impossible choice: walk away or face
citation, even arrest, while the man at the center refuses to back down, calmly but firmly questioning how cleaning up a neglected site could be treated as a crime, challenging the authority behind the order and demanding accountability, making it clear he's willing to stand his ground even if it means going to jail, because to him this isn't just about trash, it's about principal rights and drawing a line between what's lawful and what's right.
I'm not going to wait till the federal government decides to get their head out their ass in the city of
All right, and that's not the deal with that federal government. What I want you to do is stop working right now.
Oh, we're done for the day. But don't think I'm not going to be back. We were already done before you ever showed up. I don't care.
Okay, but you care, you believe that you don't have to call.
I don't believe that I don't believe that what you're saying is actually right and what you're saying is actually true. I also don't believe that the penal code that you're actually quoting is the right penal code.
Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to detain you for now.
Okay.
You're going to be detained.
For what? What's the
You're going to be detained so I can conduct.
Can I take this phone down?
Yeah, absolutely.
You need to. You're detaining me for what? Can you please stop? Can you please stop touching me? You're detaining me. What is your probable cause?
You're going to get detained.
I just told you we were done for the day. Did you not hear me say that?
Okay.
We're done.
Okay, so hold on. So hold on. You just told me you're going to continue to do this. So.
But we're done for the day.
Okay, so
what is it you're arresting me for? When I clearly said, and I have it on video multiple times, that we're done for the day.
You're gonna come back here. You're going to get arrested for trespassing.
That's fine.
Okay. So
Well, right now I can't be trespassing if I say we're done and we're leaving.
Well, okay.
So once I leave the property, which I have the right to do by law, if you said I'm trespassing, I have the right to remove myself from the property. And if I enter again, y'all can come back and arrest me, right? That's how that law works out? Okay, so be here at 10 a.m. tomorrow. You can take me to jail. I'll be here with my attorney.
All right, here. Can we wait until the city gets here and you can tell
I don't have no conversation for the city of Vallejo.
Were you sent here by the city attorney?
No, I just got a call from the criminal areas.
You know I'm going to find out.
Can we
Who
talk
sent you, right?
They're coming right now.
And you know you'll probably be on the 7 o'clock news? So if you're not arresting me, I'm walking away. You're laughing.
No,
But I've had many a badge.
Okay.
Dale.
I'm telling you.
And I'm not scared to have yours. I'm not giving you my name.
Okay.
Because no law has been broken.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you guys to leave. Right, and then you guys are going to leave.
I'm going to wait until whoever it is you say comes from the city of Vallejo is here. And I'll be more than happy to leave.
Okay.
If you said a supervisor is on their way, I've already requested a supervisor, and you said whoever's coming is coming, so I'm well within my right to speak to whoever's going to come.
You want a supervisor from my department?
You can bring whoever it is out you want. I already requested for a supervisor.
The tension reaches its peak when the situation suddenly shifts from conversation to detention, as the man is told he's being held without a clear explanation. Despite repeatedly stating they were done for the day and preparing to leave, instead of backing down, he calmly challenges the lack of probable cause, pointing out that if trespassing were truly the issue, he has the legal right to walk away, yet the uncertainty lingers as the threat of future arrest hangs
over him, turning a cleanup effort into
a legal gray area. And even as he requests a supervisor and stands firm on his rights, the interaction ends abruptly, leaving more questions than answers. Two different encounters, but the same underlying issue where unclear authority meets informed citizens, and in both moments one thing stands out above all: when explanations fall apart, the camera becomes the only truth, capturing everything in real time and reminding everyone involved that knowledge and documentation are often the strongest forms of protection.